Okay. I'm gonna just do a run of all stories and then submit this to Sonic Speed in GDQ. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. My mouse is on the screen. I guess if this is gonna be for a marathon, I should probably explain the run a little bit. So the basic movement in this game is not that. That's a pause. You jump, you boost, and you drift. At level 1, you want to keep matching your drifts because that's the fastest form of movement. And now every stage we try to get the 100 ring box, so that's just super fast. Because when you get more rings, you get a level up, and the higher level you are, you get like more boosts or stuff like that. I'm already low on air. So the key point in going fast this game is air management. If you don't have good air management, you'll just run out of air and be slow because you can't constant boost. So that's the fastest form of movement is constantly be boosting. So every stage has 3 laps on it. For this stage, you take the upper path lap 1 because that has 100 rings, and every other lap you take the lower path because you get more air from this grind. And I don't think the upper path is faster. So when you're at rank 1 or 2, you want to just mass drift because that's faster than just dashing. And then at the beginning, what I was trying to do, but I hit pause instead of boost, I was trying to do a dash and a drift at the same time while I got the best start from the opening, and then I can break the speed cap unintentionally. And I failed that jump. Yeah, this first race is pretty boring. There's no real skip. Well, the second race is not really. There's a big skip in the second race, but I don't do that skip because I'm really inconsistent at it. So, yeah. Oh, I missed that jump. That means I'm low on air, so I missed the item pouches. Item pouches are completely RNG. They can screw you over or they can help you. So, it's hard to rely on the ring boxes, but you might have to sometime just to go fast. There's some ring boxes that'll always be rings, and other ring boxes that they'll be like traps and stuff. No, that was a pretty good, that was an okay first stage. It could be like a little bit faster. So Splash Canyon is the second stage in the race. The first tail. Well, I guess we should explain the 3 types. There's speed, power, and flight types in the game. Each can take different shortcuts and routes. So Tails is the flight type. Flying is really broken in this game. I take the upper path here to get 2 30 ring item boxes, and I get level 3 Tails first lap. That air pad over there is where you do the skip. You basically just like get out of bounds and go through the wall. The problem, there's an easier version on the later level, except that version. Well, this skip has a bunch of invisible walls you have to get over, so that's why it's like super hard. And you're at an angle, so that also makes it really hard. There, just a skip to skip that loop to get ahead of the CPU. That is the backup skip. So yeah, flying types can take the air pads, speed types can take the rails, and then power types are just power types. They can break stuff. Pretty much they're pretty much useless. And okay, I didn't take. Oh, that's pretty bad. Well, it's fine. We'll get full air. Here. So when you get more rings and level up, you increase your stats as well. I'm not sure what most of them does. I just know for flight, one of the level 3 stats is you get a higher base speed while getting launched off the flight pad, and that's useful. That skip you have to have level 3 in order to have enough speed to get to this area from the initial launch, or something like that. I don't really know. I don't do that skip too much. Pretty inconsistent at it. Oh, also you definitely don't want to hit dash pads because dash pads cap your speed at 200, or most of them cap your speed at 200. So it's slower to go on a dash pad than just boost around it. But sometimes you're forced to go on a dash pad, so like you can't really do anything. Yeah, this skip is just you just hold left and you win. Yeah, this stage is pretty self-explanatory. In Babylon Story, there's a lot more skips I know how to do. So let's hope that run goes well. I think this is like as good as my Hero Story PB. That could have been a lot faster, but I'm not really focusing on getting good times and focusing on explaining the run. So this stage can also be, this is the first, I'd say this is one of the harder stages, because you're Knuckles, and Knuckles, unlike Sonic, he doesn't chuckle, but this stage is actually, oh, that was some good RNG. Because now, I can just do this, and I have level 4 boost. I can never remember that order. Like, okay, so the trick system I should probably explain now. For tricks, oh no! Okay, that, no! Let's not. Okay, okay, that was really bad. Cause that's why you don't dash into CPUs, cause that stuff can happen. That was like really bad. But the good thing is the 100 rings, that's the normal one I would go to. But I died and I wasted a lot of time. That's a little embarrassing. Yeah, if you get stuck down there, there's no returning back. Okay, what was I saying before that happened? Oh, I don't even know what I was saying. It's probably important. Oh yeah, trick system. Tricks give you air, and air helps you boost. And there's a certain order of tricks you can do to get an S rank there, or an X rank, which will give you 100 air, which is pretty good. And here's the plus of being a power side. You can smash all this and get a bunch of air. So I got a step there. You basically always you just gotta hold forward and you land in that pit. That's really crucial, because if you land in that pit, that's basically the faster way. Because then there's a side section you can go, which is really slow. So we don't want to be slow. So that's a turbulence. It basically gets you speed. They're unreliable at times, but like they'll help you get speed. You'll be seeing turbulences a lot in the final stage, if we get there. I guess I'll make this a no reset run, because this is technically my first All Stories run. Because I run these categories separately, and now I'm just running them together. Oh, my controller thing isn't working. Whatever. Egg Factory was pretty oof. That could have been a lot better. So Green Cave is the first skip in this run. That's relevant. So we're gonna basically clip out of bounds. Oh no, I missed it. I'm gonna retry just to show it off. That happened because the CPU got in front of me. This saves like 10 seconds or 15. It's 10 or 15 on the first lap, and like 5 every subsequent lap. It's a pretty major skip to get. Basically, you get out of bounds, so you dash somewhere, but the game didn't put a kill plane. Therefore, you can just skip that entire loop. And that's really good to get in front of the CPUs. The CPUs are pretty annoying, if you couldn't tell from that atrocious Egg Factory. So there's a flight pad you take, but I think I tested it. It was slower to take the flight pad if you have the air just to dash through it. But you are now low on air, so now you can't really do it all 3 laps. Okay, there's a little hazard with that. Sometimes you can get out of bounds, and that's pretty bad. So second lap I don't have a full tank, so I'm just gonna take the side flight path. Don't lose. It's only like a second. So, oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it. You don't want to do that. That's bad. Yeah, now I'm really low on air. Okay, now we're kind of in trouble. For just safety, I'm gonna take to the air pit, because I don't want to lose all my air. Okay, those speed shoes or Y item boxes are bad, because speed shoes will cap your speed at like 200 as well. Yeah, everything in this game basically caps your speed at 200. This isn't a really good Green Forest, if you can tell. Excuse me. Oh, that happened. So if you land in the middle of that, you're supposed to go in the spider webs and do a little trick. But if you're too far to the right, you miss it. Oh, it's probably an oversight or something. Yeah, that wasn't really spectacular. Is it? Yeah. So Sand Ruin's pretty hard level. So at first, I don't want to use the first to exit. So I actually want to dash off of someone to get more air. This is the hardest stage for air management because it just you don't got a lot of air to work with. I think you can jump too early and then you can like lose all your height. Okay. Now I wanna. Yeah, that's level 2. We get level 3 from the secret area above here. So we take this rail here. We go. Now these things can be a little. You gotta jump at the very edge, or else it won't take you this full distance. So the thing about Sand Canyon or Sand Ruins, that the AI can actually get stuck in this part, and that's good because if they get stuck there, they can keep it open. So we can, because how those pillars raise and fall, it's on cycle, or it's on based on who's there when it enters and how long they're there. And like if the CPU gets stuck there, by the time you enter the area, the thing will still be closed for you or open. The pillars will be down because they have a cooldown or something. That's how I understand it. And then you can go fast. Well, that's really RNG based, so you can't really control that. Oh no! So I missed that jump. Oh, I didn't react to that. So now I'm gonna be a little careful with my air, because this stage is really like high air use or watt monitoring. So I'm just gonna get this just to be safe. Because I'd rather have boost than not. Getting those things are really slow, but like sometimes you're gonna have to do it. That's why good air management is key on the stage. Because ideally you wouldn't use a single one of the air pockets to go fast, but like things happen and you're gonna have to use one. Okay, so the stage is gonna end like right here, regardless of what I do. So like this will be a cutscene that's supposed to trigger, and then you just dash through here. That was like 230, which was pretty good. So this is Babylon Garden. My favorite stage in the story. So we have to be fast because there's a certain thing coming up. There's a turbulence coming up in the level, but it's like it's not like a player-made turbulence. It's a stage turbulence. If we get there first, we can manipulate the jumps on it to be in our favor. So because when you jump on a turbulence, you get a speed boost, and you want to. I think one jump is how much you need to get optimal speed. Because if you jump too many times, you just waste time because of the jump animation. So there's a lot of gaps in this stage. So we always take this rail just for safety. I believe if you take the path, it's actually kind of faster, but you have to make sure you don't fall off. So here's hardest 100 ring in the game. I've lost many runs to it before. This stage doesn't have really bad of an air management as Sand Ruins, except I'm kind of low in air. Speaking about air management, so this rail, you can jump on that pad and just fall into the void. It's hilarious, but it kills your run. If you die, oh by the way, I should probably mention this. If you die when you have 100 rings, you lose all your rings. And then that's pretty bad, because if you lose all your rings, you can't get that level speed boost. In these sections, we mash left and right on the D-pad just to get more air. Nothing special. I guess some of them, Some of those sections you actually get more speed, so you have to mash left and right. But other times you just don't do anything. So that drift can kill you too. So we don't want to head up there because if we do, there's a jump ramp over there and that wastes his time. Even though it would save, you can get some air. I love this stage so much. This is my favorite stage in the game. We do a double jump, get max speed. This one's actually not that bad. I missed PB by a minute though. But I did reset a few times and it wasn't really clean all the way through. So I'm happy with a 16 marathon time is pretty good. And that would be time for Hero Story, but we're gonna go straight into Babylon Story, where the first stage is pretty terrible. The first stage is really bad, and I don't like it at all. Something I should probably mention, at the very beginning of the run, I didn't make a save file for this. So, I don't auto-save every loading screen, which saves a lot of time. But this stage is just... ugh. This stage is pretty much the definition of trash design. So now, this section, they just filled with cars. Cars you can't do anything about unless you're a power type. So you gotta take it slow. I've been taking it a little too slow. And then, okay. See, look, you just get hit randomly. And I missed 100 rings, which is kind of bad. But, okay, this. I want to get these items. Oh, okay, I missed the item box. Okay, this is actually kind of tragic. Okay. Yeah, this is why I don't like this stage. Because if you miss that ring, you're just like suffering. Okay. I can just... No, I need one more ring. No. Okay, this is why. So we did a tornado there. That's just to gain our speed back. And I missed it again. Whatever. I didn't really... I'm still like new to Babylon Story, so I don't know like all the optional stuff yet. Well, I know all the optional routing, but like I haven't have enough practice compared to my Hero Story practice. So now we actually have the right path. Actually, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to take the upper path. Yeah, because this path is really slow. But whatever. Doesn't really matter. This Babylon Story is pretty bad anyways. I just don't like the first. So now I can actually show what route you're supposed to take if you don't miss the 100. Oh no! Please tell me. Okay, I can't take the route, but you're supposed to ground that grind rail, and then you can just dash. That jump is actually kind of precise, because if you jump too early, you don't get the thing. Now that's a pretty bad Night City. I think my PB has a 210. No, my PB has a 220. What do I say? That's better than my PB. So Red Canyon. I actually don't know much about this level. I haven't been running Babylon Story for as long as I've been running Hero Story, and that's not the thing I do. Now we want to head up this upward path. To get a wrench upgrade. I should probably explain. I don't actually. Yeah. I was gonna explain the plot, but that doesn't really matter. So, if you haven't noticed, these stages are kind of like reskins of the Hero Story stages, but with just different like paths and stuff. That's similar for every level in this run, except for the last level, which is the final boss level. Except Hero Story is more popular because the stages are less rage inducing. Because Night Canyon is just, or the first stage, what is it called? Night City is just a stage you just reset on constantly. It's not, it can be like unattractive to people because how much you reset. I should probably, this is Team Babylon. Babylon's goal is to get to Babylon Gardens to get some magic carpet thing. We got Wavestorm and whatever, Jet. And then they're basically, they're not really the antagonists, but they kind of are the antagonists until like the very end where they actually the protagonists. So yeah, this stage is not really special. This is just optimal movement and optimal ring gathering, and then you just go back. Next stage is the first Babylon story skip. We got 2 entire lap skips. And well, I missed that, so we just go here. Now my air is just a little bit wonky. Yeah. Okay. So I've been practicing this next skip a lot, so I'm hoping I can get it. It's not hard to do. It's kind of RNG reliant. But like, it's not bad to perform. Okay, Ice Factory. Oh yeah, the requirements in this story is a lot harder than Hero Story. Because in Hero Story you had some lenience between if you have to get first to get the win condition, I'm bad at words. In this story, you have to get first in every race to win the condition. So if you just complete the race without getting the win condition, you basically just fail the mission, and you gotta redo the stage. So we want to make sure we get first, no matter what. So this skip requires level 3 dash just because of the speed and how far you go because how fast you're going. So the RNG in this skip depends on this next item box that's heading up. So the CPUs can take the item box, but we don't want that to happen. So we need that item box to get to level 3 instantly. Okay, now here's the skip. Not really precise. I'm gonna jump, neutral jump, do a little tornado. Angle yourself, and I got it. Now here's hoping we got good luck, because there's basically no way to get 100 rings if we don't get it now. Well, that's a tragedy. That's why we don't use item boxes, because of that. We got good RNG though. I guess that makes up for it. Power type skip. Power type skips aren't really interesting. Or, well, the routing for power type. They're just little holes you can go to save time. Now we're gonna do the second lap skip. I think this is a good enough angle. Yeah, that's... Oh, that did not work! Oh, that's a little bad. That's really bad. I was too far. I don't even know why that failed. I thought it was good. Well, now we just wasted a little bit. We wasted pretty much a lot of time. I'll take 2 out of 3 though. For being new, I'll take 2 out of 3. Now I actually have to like focus because now the race is a lot closer than it should be. So that CPU caught up. But I think we're good now. Dun, dun. See, that skip saves pretty much a lot of time. And I died there, so I lost a lot of time. Dying is pretty bad. You just waste a lot of time. White Cave has an interesting routing for a speed type. Because to get the 100 ring pouch, you gotta take an interesting route. And I did not do that correctly, so we're just gonna take an L and head the slow way. Actually, I gotta watch my air. And now we're gonna... Oh no! That's not supposed to happen. I was supposed to dash. Well, we'll just continue on. I was supposed to dash and get that and do a jump off the air pad. It's not really a jump, but okay, I'm kind of messing up. I'm choking a little bit. So this is backup strats now, cause I just don't need to screw up. Screwing up is kind of like costly. So that wasn't a bad first lap, even though I missed the thing. There's not really good places to drift in this stage, because of just the layout of the trees and the tube. Okay, now here's how the first lap's supposed to go. I basically got no rings. Now you want to angle yourself there so you get attracted by these are weird gravity. And now I miss this a lot in my speedrun because it's weird gravity on these tubes. Now you just go through here. You can well, it's faster to boost through this, but if you don't have enough air, then you can't really boost through that. Well, if you get it like the slow shoes, yeah, it's just an L. Okay, this stage is not going really good. That's fine. Oh yeah, we get 2 jet levels in a row. Yeah, this is what the tubes can be weird because you can just get stuck to the bottom if you dash. So I think there's 2 jet levels in a row, which is pretty good. I think Storm gets the least amount of playtime. Storm and Knuckles only get 1 stage each. Kind of rip. That was pretty good. Besides the initial beginning, I only lost 4 seconds. I didn't probably even lose that much time. Bossu. Now, here's the last Grand Prix stage, because they're competing in a Grand Prix for Chaos Emeralds or something. This stage, I actually haven't done a lot of work with, but I just know, being optimal, you probably want to be jumping. Okay. So you want to take this, you want to take this middle pass all the time because you just do so many jumps on the left and right side. It's really slow. I think I got pretty good RNG with that early level 2. Okay, these are like the one case where dash pads hitting the dash pads are fine, but those dash pads are 220 speed instead of capping speed at 200. So I actually want. I think it's faster to jump off than it is to like do other strats. I could dash. I don't trust myself dashing because I feel like I'd miss the rail. Yeah, that's a pretty important rail. It probably saves you like 5 seconds. Now just go here. It's really hard to miss those dash pads, so I don't try to. Oh, that's tragic. I kinda just got screwed over by items. There's nothing I could have really done to stop. I'm low in air, so I'm just gonna do this normal. I like this version of the desert stage more because it just looks so much cooler. Like this interior part, it makes It was just so cool. I guess since there's nothing to talk about in this level, we'll talk about donation incentives for this, because this is, I am going to assume this is like a marathon run. So donation incentives, if it was always a Heroes vs. Babylon bid war. If this is all stories, we can do like Ian versus JP voice bid war, because I'm using JP voice. The Omo Child is pretty bearable. All the voices are pretty fine, except Ian. I don't really like the Ian voices. But actually, there's a skip here I have to focus on. So this is gonna be this basically the Splash Canyon ship with a lot easier setup. I practiced this yesterday. I have a new method of doing this. I have the. Okay, here's a skip basically. It's an air drift. We call it an air drift. It's used to skip a lot of. So how that trick works, I can explain it. Every time you pause, you can hold a drift input for the first 5 frames, and then basically you keep mashing it, and then you actually have enough time to get a drift in the air. Again. So you do this drift in the air, you get a lot of speed you don't intend to, and then you just travel across the level unintentionally. This is a lot easier because you don't have to worry about invisible planes trying to screw you over. But in the Splash Canyon one, you got that fence is an invisible wall. So all the CPUs are on lap 2 right now, and I just finished lap 3. I might not have made the upper section. It saves time to get on the upper section because you go through less of the circle stuff. But that's a pretty good Sky Road. That's better than my PB Sky Road, because in my PB I didn't know how to do. I didn't really practice that skip. Now last stage, Babylon Guardian, the final boss. Yeah, so you don't get any rings in the stage. So to be fast, you have to drift, but like you have this boss is really hard because you have to watch your air while like make sure you're in first, because the only way you can hit him is in first place, and that can happen. Now you're just stuck on a turbulence. So I usually just hit him second phase or like second line. Yeah, like that. I want to be getting maximum drift. Yeah. And then this grind rail I don't think it's faster. I just take it for the air. If you miss a lap, you waste 30 seconds. And if you can get hit by the stuff in the current or in the turbulence. This boss can be pretty consistent. You just gotta make sure you're always in first because it's turbulence. Actually, fun fact: you don't even get first in this race, as long as because you're the only one who can beat the boss. I'm gonna actually let them pass me. Yeah, you're the only one who can beat the boss, so you can actually just like, so the game just detects you win. Oh no. Okay, good. I got the hit. And that's all that matters. I got that hit. I didn't waste time. Time of all stories end on the completion of this. Hey, 34-14. Actually, is that a world record? I don't know. World record might be 32. Yeah, that's all stories of Sonic Riders. Or I guess you can split up in Heroes and Babylon. That Babylon story was pretty good, actually. What is the... Wait, hold on. How fast is my Babylon story? Oh, it's... An Eggman tries to take the item. I don't know. I'll calculate that later. The Eggman. And credits theme. I'm actually gonna check the world record for. I think the world record is like a 32 something. There's plenty of mistakes in this run. That's pretty good. So yeah, that's my, I guess, marathon submission run. So, thank you for watching. And wait, let me just first check what time is that on the leaderboard. Let's see. All stories. Yeah, the all stories is 32:54, but I can probably beat that really easily. There's a lot of mistakes in that run. I think that Babylon story is pretty good. 18. I don't know how fast it is. Hold on. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.